Hi everyone, welcome to the Sacred Water. This is your weekly forecast for the week of October 17th. A day late, yes, but better late than never. My schedule is going to be very hectic. From now on, I'm still playing catch up thanks to the two colds back to back. I am doing better, so thank you very much for all your well wishes. I would like to also thank each and every one of you for your subscribes, your thumbs up, your comments, and sharing the material so that we can continue to grow. I have put it out there that I would like to get 1,000 subscribers by December. I know that we can do it, and so I am hoping that you guys can help me get there, because the sooner I get this channel monetized, I can also try to remove the commercials in the middle of the healing sessions, the Reiki sessions, and I can start getting the funds that will go directly back into the channel so that we can continue to grow, and hopefully one day I can do this full time for you guys and dedicate my whole time professionally for you guys. That being said, let's get in with your reading. Let's cleanse the space. I am finally able to do the incense once more. So here we go. This is a road opener incense. It's very nice. It's kind of musky and sweet at the same time, for those of you that like to know what the scent is. So let's cleanse your energy, my energy, the tools, and the space out of all negativity from this world and the astral, so it might be for us a place of perfect love, trust, and security to get the information that we need so that we can navigate the energies of this week. So mote it be and blessed be. As you can see, I'm still clearing my throat and I'm still a little bit shaky, so if my voice does weird things, I apologize in advance. I'm still drinking water and I'm still dealing with the leftovers of the cold that just won't let go. That being said, let's bring in your guides and my guides into this safe, cleansed, and protected space so that we may communicate easily and freely and be able to get the information that we need in order to navigate the energies of this week. Welcome and blessed be. All right, so let's see what we have for this week. I am looking at the boxes as usual. The information, if you're ever attracted to any of the decks that I use, the information is always down below in the description. For the main deck, the main oracle deck, I am using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, the oracle deck. I am also using the tarot from Barbara Moore and Julia Jeffries, and it's called the Hidden Realm Tarot. And to wrap up the reading, I'm going to be using a new oracle, at least new to me. It is the Kuan Yin Oracle for blessings, guidance, and enlightenment from the Divine Feminine. So I have been sort of guided to use this one and to especially read from here, from the book, the prayer to go along with it, to sort of push along the energy that might come from it. Also, if I ever use crystals, or runes, or even charms to add to the reading, I will also put those down in the description. Remember also that these are general readings, so take what resonates and read what doesn't. And even though I'm doing this for the week of October 17th, they are also timeless, so whenever you come to the reading is when you're supposed to receive it. So don't worry about catching it some other day. If you are attracted to the title, is because there is something in that reading for you. We're all in different places in our journey, so it might resonate for right now or it might resonate for later. That being said, let's get on with the reading. Okay, gods and spirits, what does the beautiful collective need to know right now for this week? Please guide them for their highest and greatest good. What energies are coming towards them right now? And what do they need to do? Or what suggestions do you have for them to better navigate the energy? One more. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to let all the cards fall out for this reading. Once they're all in place, we will read them as a unit. Okay, so the first one that came down is the crown chakra. Then we have darkest fears. We have move. And let's get one more. I consider the chakra ones from this deck as a little extra bonus to let me know which ones are either in need of balancing and clearing, or whether they need to be used a bit more during this particular period of time. The reading itself will let us know which of those two it is. The last card is Seek the Truth. Very nice. Okay. All right. Cat hairs everywhere. Such is life with cats, I suppose. All right, gods and spirits. What else does the beautiful collective need to know right now? Please guide them for their highest and greatest good. What do they need to know right now? And how best to navigate this energy? One more. Okay. Let's see. What do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? Please guide the beautiful collective for their highest and greatest good. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, we also have the World. What else do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? Now, I know at this period of time, there's still a lot going on in the heavens, as it were. We still have Samhain coming up, or Halloween for most of you. We have the thing of the veil. Right now it is getting stronger and stronger. I have realized that a lot of the energy right now feels feels a little odd in my crown chakra and my my third eye. There seems to be a push for development of more psychic abilities or gifts of that nature. So it's going to be something that we're going to have to rely upon at this point in time to help us navigate, because there is a lot of information that's going to be coming in. I feel like there's going to be a lot of downloads. There's going to be a lot of working through fears. There's going to be a lot of what is that? It's almost like new avenues and vistas are opening up, and it has to do with the next step in development. And a lot of these alignments and eclipses are going to be engaging a lot of different and new abilities within us in order to help navigate. Like I mentioned last week, we are approaching that portal, and it's going to be completely different once we cross it. It might not look different, but it will feel different, and there will be things that will be noticeably different. I can't quite put my finger on it quite yet, but let's move on with the reading and get that going. So we have the 10 of Cups. We also have the 4 of Wands. We have also the King of Wands. And to close out the reading, we have the Fairy Stallion with the Chariot. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. All right. So we'll take that, put that there on the side. Okay. Now, as I mentioned already, and this is almost confirmation, the crown chakra is opening up. So we're going to be really tapping more into that resource. We're also going to be tapping into the third eye resources. There's going to be facing of fears. There's going to be sort of like dark nights of the soul for some of us, if we haven't done so already. Like I said, we're all in different points in the path, so depending on where you are, it will resonate slightly differently. We also have here the phases of the moon and also eclipses. So there is definitely, as they are around the head like a crown and right in front of the third eye, like I said, these are things that are going to help push us or propel us to where we need to be in using these resources to move forward. It's almost like it is also opening the heart chakra, and it is bringing us to a new level of commitment with ourselves and engaging with spirit and our spirit guides, as well as our ancestors. Our ancestors at this point in time are very much present, with the veil being very thin and increasing in its thinness. That sounds a bit weird. But you understand what I mean by that. It feels like they are coming forward to help heal. You see here the heart has quite a bit of healed cracks. There is this energy of love from your ancestors and your spirit guides, as well as spirit, to come and heal as you face some of these fears that you have. Now, I am hearing that just because you have to face them doesn't mean that this is bad or negative, or that it will end bad. It just means that you remove its power over you, and therefore you are removing I'm hearing magnetized. By doing that, you are sort of reversing polarity in your magnetism when it comes to attracting things that are negative and things that you might be afraid of. So by facing down these fears, you're standing up to the inner bully, as it were, because it's constantly bringing in what if scenarios. So instead of focusing on those what if scenarios, you sort of tell your brain, this is not happening right now. If it comes to it, we will face it, and we will face it right, and we will face it together, higher self and present self, and we will defeat whatever foe we have in front, as it were. Now, as I mentioned, the veils are thinnest. This is seek the truth, but it's also seek the truth within, not just without. So I am feeling like there is a situation that you have to work on and sort of face down, because it is the end of a cycle. With the world card here, it is the end of the cycle, and as I mentioned previously, she has over here, I'm trying to be strategic here, she has a labyrinth. Now, traditionally for pagans, right now is the time that we sort of head down the labyrinth, and most of the times is a literal labyrinth. For some, if we don't have a labyrinth locally, then we will either draw or purchase a clay or wooden labyrinth, and as we it's almost like a meditative thing in which we go within as we walk, and we go towards the center. We sort of head down towards the center of ourselves, and this is where we meet ourselves and our darkest fears, and sort of acknowledge them, that they're there, acknowledge why they're there, thank them for bringing awareness of possibilities, and sort of let them go and release them. Typically, if we were walking it physically, there might be a little bonfire in the middle, and you would just cast the representation of your fears and your problems, and you cast it into the fire. They would be burned down. The smoke would rise to the heavens, and you're sort of like letting them take the wheel on that one, asking them, and it's almost like a petition to a divinity, deity, spirit, whichever you want to call it, petitioning the other side for help with all of these issues, whether they be actual physical problems or simply fears that you have that might occur given the situations that you are in at this present time in your life. By acknowledging this and doing this spiritual work and releasing it, you are taking away the power it has over you, and it is definitely a work and a job that you have to do. See here, he has the flames, and he's literally working at this. Now this is the time that needs to happen, because the portal is opening and the veil is the thinnest. So this is traditionally a great time for this kind of work. So to be able to open yourself up and sort of clear the decks of negative thoughts, negative feelings, and really start bringing in positivity and reversing that polarity, so that you are rebuffing all the negative thoughts and feelings and instead attracting the positive ones. This is by doing this work, by walking the labyrinth, as it were. That's how you come in to the energy of the 10 of Cups. So definitely by working through these issues is how you're going to be able to do it. Now, the Four of Wands, yes, it's a celebration, but it's also kind of like that finish line. It is that visual finish line that you usually have that is stated with the with the world card. It is that cycle finally coming to an end and the new one beginning. The Four of Wands is sort of like a visual representation of that threshold that you are crossing. Traditionally, the Four of Wands is kind of like the four wands holding up a canopy, and on the other side you have the people that are coming in with the music and food and the celebration for having managed to finish the journey and arriving safely on the other side. So to me, it's kind of like that visual demarcation that it's no longer an ethereal thing. It becomes solid. It becomes something that you can smell, see, touch. It is that one moment that you can say, this is the moment where there is that transition. It will be obvious in the moment, and it will be even more so in hindsight, where you can say, that was the moment that everything turned around. That was the moment that I knew that that particular tough cycle is over. It seems to me like this is the last step in a particular journey for someone, whomever I'm tapping into. And right now is the right time to go ahead and walk that labyrinth and go within and seek that truth. Because as within, so without. I have said before. Excuse me, I need a little bit of water. So with the King of Wands here, this puts you in a very good position. It will give you the confidence that you need in order to keep walking this new cycle with more energy, with more as I said, confidence and knowledge in the fact that not only are you on solid ground, but you have the power, you have the stamina, and you have the authority that is required in order to continue the journey on this side of things. With the Fairy Stallion, we have the Chariot. Now we see here that the energy picks up, and it shows that you are definitely in control. You're in the driver's seat. Your negative thoughts and negative emotions are no longer in control. They are no longer in the driver's seat. You are in control of those, and therefore you're able to steer and direct your thoughts, your emotions, and your behavioral patterns in order to continue attracting all the positive things that you have been trying to manifest. And we end that with the Ace of Wands, that pretty much states this is that new beginning that you were looking for. This is the match that lights that spark, and that spark lights up your path completely. It is the path towards the manifestations that you have been trying to manifest. Prior to this, it was something that was very hard. It feels like it was almost impossible to get things to come towards you, to make things work, to have people see eye to eye with you, to understand, to be in agreement with you. It almost felt like you were encountering walls instead of open doors. And this is the point in time where that is going to begin to happen. So things should become much easier as time goes on, as the energy picks up the pace. Fantastic. Now, let's see what else Spirit has for you. Alright, what else, gods and spirits? What else does the beautiful collective need to know right now? Oh. Gone and damaged one of them. Hooray. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. Alright. Okay, gods and spirits, what else does this beautiful collective need to know right now? One more. Good Lord. Okay. Let's have one card for the collective. What else do they need to know right now? Any advice? Anything else that they might need to know right now? Please guide them for the highest and greatest good. Thank you very much, gods and spirits. All right, so you have gotten Spin the Silken Thread Divine. Beautiful. Okay, now let's see what Kuan Yin has to say on the matter. So, in creating precious silk, there is a sorting process, sifting out that which is broken to find that which is precious and pure. You are commencing a new cycle, beloved, and it is time to allow for that which is precious and pure. Which is most precious and pure, that which you wish to take with you into the future, to continue and to release that which does not align with your true heart. Sometimes we need to help ourselves access the new cycle by releasing vows from this and other lifetimes, releasing old emotional patterns, calling in wisdom and talents from the past lives. You are guided to accept this healing now. So that's exactly what we are talking about here. We are definitely ending an old cycle and beginning a new one. And this process of walking the labyrinth is one of facing our darkest fears, our negative emotional states, thought patterns, activity-wise as well. Sometimes we just act impulsively whenever our emotions get the better of us. It happens to the best of us. It is something that is human to do. But by doing this work, it's almost like a muscle that you have to work and exercise, and it might be difficult at first, but as time goes along, you develop muscle memory, and it becomes much easier to do. Just with a single thought, you can sort of redirect if you fall back into that pattern. And as we're human, it does happen. It will happen throughout our lives. But if we continue to practice this particular realignment and reassessment, it becomes much easier. It is a good time to release a lot of baggage that we might have and focus on what it is that we want to create. So by doing all of this work, we are sort of repolarizing ourselves into rebuffing negative thoughts, feelings, and behavioral patterns, and instead refocusing on positive. It might not be a bad idea, especially because I said that our ancestors are with us right now, and to utilize the crown chakra and our third eye chakra at this point in time to sort of heal ourselves, heal our hearts, heal our mental and emotional states, so that mind, body, and spirit could be one and aligned, so that you can move forward and be able to have that 10 of Cups and Ace of Wands. Now, let's do the prayer. It is called Prayer to Spin the Silken Thread Divine. I now choose to release all vows, agreements, veils, and cords that are not based in unconditional love and no longer serve my highest good. Through the divine mercy, compassion, and power of Kuan Yin, and of my own free will, I let go. I now call upon my past life and current mastery according to my own free will, and through the unconditional love and divine mercy of Kuan Yin, this is so. I choose to spin the silken thread divine, my own soul light, into my life now. Om Mani Padme Hum. So, as you can see, it all fits together. It cinches in very neatly. I am going to bring in one rune, this one, and we're going to bring in one crystal to see which one would be the best suited for you right now, to sort of help you through and sort of boost you and help you as you're walking this particular path. Okay. If I can get the book, that would be grand. Things don't always cooperate. Okay. I want this one. No, not that one. This one. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So your rune is... Now don't mind if there is noise. I should have said so before, but there are other people in the house and they're going about their business. So if you hear anything, it's just my family going about their day. Where is it? Okay, here we go. It looks like an X. It is called Now These. It's the letter N. It's called necessity. Constraint, resistance, need, caution, delays, conflict, and the will to overcome. Now, this is very much what we're talking about here, is willingness to work through our fears. Our fears are more of a cautionary tale. They serve a purpose for us to become aware of different possibilities so that we sort of, plan accordingly and hope for the best. So if we cover all our bases, we are like in chess thinking 10 moves ahead. And that's essentially what that is about. If done correctly, these fears only would serve as that. And the main reason to sort of face them down is to essentially put them back where they should be, which is as a tool of awareness to help us through, and so that we can cover all the bases that we need to cover, plan accordingly, and still keep our mind focused on the goal, focus on what it is that we want to bring into our lives. So they want me to put the N on your darkest fears, because it is about working through this, and it is about putting ourselves in a much better position and a place where we're the ones that are in control and we're the ones empowered by this particular work. The crystal that will be the most empowering right now at this time for you is the amethyst, as we are working with the third eye and the crown chakra. You can always add a nice clear quartz to boost the the energy of it, because it is one that it amplifies the energy of the crystals around them. So these are the crystals primarily that I would suggest. It is always a good idea also to protect. So you can always do that through prayer, sort of envisioning a beautiful orb of golden light coming from the heavens and encompassing you. You are essentially, by doing that visualization work, you are literally bringing down that energy and requesting from the other side that protection. It is immediately and automatically granted. Know that I'm hearing, even if certain things do come to pass and they have to do with these fears that you're working through, you have anticipated them, and you have planned accordingly. So you know what steps you need to take, and you know who you need to speak with, and you know how to proceed with that particular issue so that you can come out of it well on the other side. Why? Because you did your homework. And they want me to sort of, I guess ensure is not the word, but it is, they want for you to understand that at certain points in times, these things do happen because they're part of our path, and they are a learning tool. When we begin, because they're showing me right now also, the card that I had yesterday was the Divine Pearl. No, which one was that one? They want me to read it for you. Maybe if I find it. Where is it? There it is. Empress of the Pearl, 39. Oh no, it's 10. Card 39, but I don't exactly know how they're organized here, but we'll go with it. You have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth, provided we are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Seeing challenges as a way to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on growing the light rather than getting caught up in the suffering. So that is essentially what we're working towards. It will be something that you will have to continuously work on, because, like I said, we're human. And so they want you to start doing this process now, because as we stated before, it is like a muscle. The more you work at it, the easier it gets. We will occasionally fall back, but because we have been doing the work, it is much easier, especially if we are encountering difficult times. So that is all I've got for you guys today. I hope that you have resonated with it. I hope that it will help you in some way. If you have enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free to you, but it means the world to me, and it also lets YouTube know that you are enjoying the content and that others might enjoy it as well. Please continue to subscribe, share it with others, so if you think others might benefit from the material that I put in this channel, because it's all for you guys to help you through. This is about doing the shadow work to help you sort of come to terms with the energies that you might be dealing with, and suggestions on how best to do that, as well as bringing in Reiki crystal healings to help energetically as well, so mind, body, and spirit can be aligned moving forward in this spiritual path. So I hope that you have enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. All of these things really truly help out the channel. It helps with the algorithm, and it helps put it in front of more people so that I can try to help more people as well and help this beautiful community grow. So I love you all. Have a great day. Have a great week. I will be back again soon with more healings, and yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day. Love you guys. Blessed love and light, and blessed be.